Hello, friends. Wishing you all a very happy and prosperous Mahavirjan Kalyanak. Due to Mahavirjan Kalyanak, Indian markets are having holidays. There's a lot going on in the world. So in this video, we'll focus on S&P 500, gold, and crude. A lot of people have asked me, can these things be applied on gold, crude, Astro and Gann techniques, what we generally focus on. So the video is based on that. So yesterday, we have seen a very big rally in S&P 500 because Mr. Trump, who I think is more of a trader than a president. So based on his positions, he keeps changing his views, and ultimately, the traders who are on the wrong side suffers a lot. So, and traders who are right side definitely make very good amount of money. So, people who are watching this channel, I hope they will be on the right side. We were able to capture the fall also, and probably this rally also. So, this is, the S&P 500. It was up almost 10%. And if you see here, this 10% rally came just in from 1040 to 130 within 3 hours. We got this big rally. So can these big rallies be captured by astrology and Gann studies is something which we are going to focus on. So first, let's go to timing solution software. And in this, I've applied Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde, not retrograde, Mercury turning direct. So Mercury was turning direct and let me remove this, re-add it again. Now, Mercury retrogrades are considered very important. Retrograde and eclipses are considered the most important things in astrology. As you can see here, the markets were falling. It made a bottom here exactly when the Mercury direct started. It tried to, move up. The ranges are big, so your stop losses has to be big, and the position size needs to be small. But after that, yesterday it started going this fall, but till this low is not broken, you can very well go ahead. And when this high is broken, you add more, and from there we had a big rally. So, Astro gives you a view, okay, where could be the next potential trend change of the market. Now, this needs to be combined with Gann numbers and Gann digits also. So I'll go to a 15 minutes chart. I'll apply the master levels. Now you can see here. First thing is this was 7th when the market opened in the morning. 7 p.m. Indian time. It started going up above this. Red and blue lines are the most important Gann lines. And from there, the market just bottom out. So basically, this is what we call as a price and time of both meeting together. Again, market came down, retested exactly this red line. And from there, it just shooted up. And probably now we can see once it starts going above 5474, the potential targets will be 5623, 5775, and 5837. These can be our three potential targets. And on the downside, probably if it breaks 5326, then we can see a fall towards 5191. But the kind of rally and volatility, now we can see a lot of inside bars, lot of sideways actions in the indices, which will help us in doing some time corrections after this big fall, which we have seen. It's just 90 days of rally, 90 days of pause. So probably the markets will be on tenterhooks, but for the time being, it has, it has subsided a lot. Now, this is about S&P 500. Similarly, if I go to Dow Jones, again, same kind of price actions we are seeing. 7th, it made a bottom, and from there, it is rallying. So this, how beautifully the Astro worked. So this was 6th, 7th, bottom out, again retested, and just moved up. Same goes with Nasdaq. And again, if I enter these levels, if I put these levels, this gives you an added benefit. Again, above this red line, we had a big move here in Nasdaq also. So this is about commodities. Now let's focus on gold and crude because this was also, I was getting a lot of questions on that. So gold. Now gold and crude. Let me open crude chart also. Mhm. Crude oil. So crude oil also. How can we use this? So first thing is, let's first see. I go on the daily chart of crude where it made a top. So it made for the time being, this fall started from here, 2nd April. So why was 2nd April any importance? So like I've told you, retrograde. So if I go to 2024 eclipses, I get a date 2nd October 2024, which was solar eclipse. And generally, what Gann used to tell was you can use Gann emblem. put the date, start date at 2nd October, and you will get the degrees. So one of the degree was coming as April 2, and 180 degree generally leads to trend change. And you can see from 2nd April, the market just started crashing down. Right? From there only this big fall started. Similarly, if I open the same thing for gold, 2nd April only, the big fall started. So 3rd April, so gold was one day later, 3rd April formed a big outside bar, and from there the big fall started. And so this is how you can use it on gold and crude. And again, if you want to look at the numbers, and see, 2nd April was this. I go to a 15-minute chart, go to 2nd April, this is 7th, 3rd April. So this is 2nd April. So it broke the low here, exactly at the Gann line, and from there just going down, 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 down. And it took up exact support at these Gann levels, and from there the big rally started. Now crude has to go above 5376 for a move towards 5465, 5617, and ultimately towards 5841. And below 5195, it can see a fall towards 5034 and 4904. And similarly, if I go for crude oil, sorry, gold. So gold we are seeing, I mean, once it breaks 8393, we are seeing a fall towards 8810 and 88184. These are the levels which we are seeing. But in this video, our main focus was how we can use astrology and gold to, help in capturing big moves in the market. And now, let me quickly give you my view on Nifty also. So Nifty, I mean, probably based on what Gift Nifty is showing, it will open like 6% up somewhere around this zone, 23,000, somewhere around this zone, 23,175. Again, 23,175 to 23,090 is a confluence. So this range needs to, market needs to close above it. And one more thing is 50% of this whole rally. Let me restart. Nifty 50. So 50% of this whole rally is coming about 22,917. So 22,917 to 23,000. This will be a very, very important zone of the market. If it is able to close above it, then we are heading towards 23,193, 23,631. And on downside, if 22,917 breaks again, then 22,679, 22,440. I expect some, sanity returning in the markets from 14th and 15th. There are some Astro events which I will try to cover in my next videos. But this video main focus is on crude, S&P 500, and gold. How these techniques can be applied, and you are able to capture some decent moves in the market. Thank you very much for watching. Stay disciplined.